And welcome to Alex Garrett Podcast Network. I am Alex Garrett, and last night this was on everybody's top of mind, was it not?
Yes, we disagree plenty. Yes, there were times the Democrats went alone, but time and again, Democrats and Republicans came together to defend a stronger and safer Europe. We came together to pass once in a generation infrastructure law, building bridges connecting our nation and our people. We came together to pass the most significant law ever, helping victims exposed to toxic burn pits.
Okay, I was on the go and I couldn't really understand what he said there. And that's honestly why I turned off the State of the Union, because it was tough to listen to. But beyond Beyonce winning the most Grammys, beyond Joe Biden's State of the Union, we have a real fight on our hands. And I want to tell you about it because here's the deal. Once again in Albany, there could be, and there is, a fight for fair funding for the, and I'll get to my guess in 1 minute. There could be a fight for fair funding in Albany this year for 4201 schools. I'm going to have Joe Salonica on about this because, as you know, Joe is from HVS and he's been part of the fight to keep 4201 schools funding. But just to give you a little idea, I want to give it right from the United, New York State Union of Teachers, because I think they lay it out pretty damn good here. I'll show you what I mean. With this article, 4201 schools fight for fair funding. The concourse level of state legislature office building rocked today in Albany as hundreds of parents, students, and educators join in a rally to save 4201 schools. NYS represents educators at the Henry Viscardi School, that's us, in Nassau County, St. Mary's School for the Deaf in Buffalo, Rochester School for the Deaf, Milnick Manor in Nassau, Lexington School for the Deaf in Queens, Lavelle School for the Blind in the Bronx, and the New York State School for the Deaf in White Plains. So as you could see, the funding, and this is under Cuomo as well, the funding has always been an issue. And now Governor Hochul's budget, which is going to be due on April 1st, is also drawing criticism from those like the 4201 Schools Association. Here's what Dr. Bernadette Kaplan of the 4201 Schools Association, chairwoman, says. A sitting governor has made the conscious decision to cut funding for New York schools serving children who are blind, deaf, severely physically disabled. We are extremely disappointed that Governor Hochul provided a massive funding increase to public school districts while reducing our budget by $2 million. Our children deserve every opportunity available to students attending public schools. These funds are necessary to provide the best education possible and help our schools retain specially trained and qualified teachers and support staff, including speech pathologists, occupational therapists, physical therapists, certified orientation, and mobility specialists. Our schools and students face the same challenges as others: mental health, pandemic learning loss, inflation, the great resignation, and we need the state's ongoing support for children with low incidence disabilities. Cutting critical funding for our 4201 schools and the students we serve is unconscionable. We are urging the governor to respond and to reconsider her proposal during the 30-day amendment period and make our schools whole. That being said, look, 4201 schools, Viscardi is one, and we need to find out more. That's why I'm going to have Joe Salonica on. But it bothers me. Here's the opinion part of this. It bothers me that when the state wants to cut, they think that cutting services from the disabled community is the best resort possible. That makes no sense. But we'll find out more from Joe Salonica tomorrow This has been the 5 Minute Fix. I'm Alex Garrett. Tune into more on the Alex Garrett Podcasting Network.